Is anybody there? It's been a while since my last stream. I mean, this is my first stream actually. Oh yeah. I'm a different person now. I always like when I'm like right before I stream, I have like all these things I'm gonna talk about in my head, and then as soon as I hit go live, and it's like, bzzz, it just my mind just goes blank. I don't know. Thought try something different. See, I'm streaming using Procreate on my iPad. I have it hooked up with a capture card. I figured out a way. I have a little device that converts the lightning port to HDMI, and then that goes to an Elgato, and then that goes into my PC, which is a Surface Pro X. The neat thing about all of this is that none of the devices I have use any fans. No knowing fans. Going buzz. 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 Part of the reason why I haven't been streaming as much lately is because my PC is in my room. My desktop PC, not my laptop. It's a custom built PC, but I think the way that my room is in this apartment, there's carpet on the ground. The floor is carpet, but beneath that is like solid concrete. So it's like it doesn't really like absorb the sound very well, even though there's carpet over it. And I think these walls might be at least partly concrete. Like I think the outer walls are like concrete or something to help support the building. So I think the sound from this fan is like reverberating off the walls. Makes it very loud, louder than I'm used to. So I've been turning my PC off at night in order to go to sleep, and that makes me kind of reluctant to even like turn my computer back on, because then I have to turn it back off again, then turn it back on again. So I'm trying to rearrange my apartment so that my PC or my desktop PC is in the living room rather than right here in my bedroom. So singing, it's like finding another way to draw. I have another drawing tablet, the Mobile Studio by Wacom. It's like a Cintiq, but with like a computer inside of it. It's basically like a laptop. But the battery for that fried. Like, the battery can't like hold the charge at all. As soon as I unplug it, it like immediately shuts off. So apparently there's a way to replace the batteries for it, but it's kind of difficult. I have to like basically like pry it open and then glue it back together. So I'm trying to squeeze that or fixing that while I'm also like rearranging my apartment. It's like really busy. I was thinking of waiting till I move my PC out to stream again, but um, just been taking so long. Like I feel like I need to do something. So that's why I thought about drawing with my iPad more. So I can take it with me and draw and whatever and stuff. Um, so lately I haven't really been drawing much. Anything specific because I'm not really used to Procreate that much. So I'm trying to figure out. There's a bunch of like brushes. Kind of. This is one problem I have with like this and like Krita is like there's just too many choices for brushes. Like, when am I gonna use all these? Like, I wish that they would just have like a basic like a normal like circular brush and like an airbrush, and that's like all you really need. They never come with it by default for some reason. Like, oh, that's too basic. But it got like a zillion like ink brushes. That like, oh, it looks just like a real paintbrush. So what I've been doing lately, it's kind of helping me. Because I've been trying to do like meditation more, but I remember in college I would do like breathing meditation during like some of the first few weeks or so of school to kind of help with de-stressing. I was like, oh, I'm so stressed out, and I googled how to reduce stress, and it's like breathe. Here's some breathing exercise. So I tried that for a while. The problem is that it's like kind of hard to do that like every day. It's just like not really like, I don't know. It takes a while, and then like I feel like my brain is just still like wandering around and stuff. Um, Sometimes when I draw, like I kind of like get into the zone this way, but it's kind of hard to like kind of hard to describe, and it's kind of hard to like to force it. It's like I can't really like force myself to be in the mindset to draw. It's kind of difficult, but so sometimes what I do is I just like do like this is what I call meditative drawing, where it's like I draw like a square like over and over again. It's usually not perfect, but it's like once I start like feeling it, then it's like I feel like I can focus. But then when I do that, it's kind of hard to talk while I'm drawing at the same time. I don't know. That's why I thought I should move like regular streams to my old channel, because I don't really expect people to be like watching this, and it's like not really super exciting. I mainly just want to have something out there like as to show like a work in progress and stuff. Because I try to do that like on Twitter in the past when I was running like trying to be an artist. But the problem is that it's like when you post your whips, your work in progress is on like the same feed. Then it gets confusing for like your audience, like tell when is it finished, and it's like, or like you've been posting like the same work in progress like day after day after day. It's like it becomes like Comes like questions like when are you ever gonna finish this? Like, it's just kind of embarrassing to post it again. So I thought live streams would be a better way to do that, because a lot of the artists that I follow do like live streams. I kind of basically like uh, it's basically like the same thing where it shows like a work in progress, but it's like in video format. I could do a time lapse video, but I just thought that's like that's a lot of extra work. So then I have to record it and then edit it, and maybe like trying to add something to it, and it's like, um, I know that Procreate has like a oops, go back. Oh my gosh, Procreate has like a where was it? Video, yeah, the time lapse video option right here. It's recording right now. I don't know. I'm not gonna post this, but that's good for like. Sometimes what I do is I'll post the final drawing, and then like the time lapse underneath it, and the replies on Twitter. And I think that's important like nowadays, because you know, with like AI art and stuff, um, people like accuse, excuse me, other people doing like, you used AI for this. So I think to help with that, it's good to have like a time lapse or like a live stream to show that your work. But I think because of that, people are learning to appreciate the process of drawing more. So I think there's like a demand for that sort of content, like time lapses and live streams of art. But like I said, I can't really talk and draw at the same time. My brain, I can barely even like play piano. Like whenever I try to uh like play two notes at the same time, it's like really hard for my brain to process all that. Maybe if I live stream more, then I'll get used to it better. So I'm trying to post more content on this old channel, Lemon Air 32, with all my machinima from from 2009. uh, that's why I thought I should make a new channel for like this stuff, because like it'd be kind of awkward to like not make anything for like, I think the last time I made anything was like 2010 or 2009 ish, and then like I just suddenly come back 13 years later. But now I think it's like it doesn't really matter as much, because especially this uh day and age of like social media, like everything is being recommended, instead of like you have like a feed like all your followers and subscriptions or subscriptions. Like everyone gets all their the content for their recommendations and the algorithm and stuff like that. So I feel like making consistent content is not quite as important anymore. It's more just making like the posting like regularly and stuff like that. That's important. And also I think having an account where you actually like interact with people kind of helps the algorithm see that you're not a bot. So I think having the account that you like make stuff and the account that you consume stuff be like the same account kind of helps you get out there better. So that's why I thought just post like random stuff on this channel to kind of show that I'm a real person. And then if I have like, I was thinking like doing like experimental stuff on this channel, and then if it does well, I might move it to like a separate channel and have it be its own thing. But it'll branch, like everything I make will like branch out from this account. Like I'll do everything through like the Eliminator 32 and stuff, and then if it does well, I'll find like a sub channel, and like I can like broad or tell people to go there, and then I can stream like the work in progress here, and that'll help kind of connect the two together. I don't know. That's just my what I've been thinking of recently. Try restart. I remember when I was in high school, around like 2010 was right. Like I posted my last video, and then that's when I really started getting into like anime. I remember it was like 2008. I was watching my first anime on through YouTube. Or I guess I was watching it a lot of clips and stuff before that, like 2007, like the abridged series. So that's when I made my channels, because there was the content creator, or there was some channels at the time that were making like a bridge series, like Little Kribo and Masako X and a bunch of others. And so I was like, before that I was just like bookmarking random videos that I like. But then I was like, I actually like want to see their future content, so I was like, or future videos, so I was like, I need an account in order to subscribe to them. So that's why I have this account, because it's just to subscribe to people. But then I got into like machinima, or in games, and mainly Halo. So I was thinking of making machinima. Then I kind of got back into anime. Well, I was like getting, it wasn't really like I left anime. It just kind of like, it was like wasn't like my main thing. I was mainly just playing video games, and it's kind of like a gradual like shift. And then so then in 2010 I was like, you can tell like when I got into anime, because I stopped making machinima and stuff. It was like, I was kind of getting tired of games in general at the time. That's when I got into and I was watching anime more and more, and I was like, a lot of them didn't have like English dubs, because when I was younger, I usually only watched English dubs. But then if I wanted to watch even more anime, it's like I have to watch the subtitles, so I got used to that. But then I was like, if I want to watch even more anime, I might have to like actually learn Japanese. So around 2010, so when I started learning Japanese through YouTube tutorials, and there was this one channel at the time called Nama Sensei, and in his videos he tells the viewer to like get a notebook and write the hiragana characters 50 times. I remember in school, as an example, I would just like write hiragana characters like over and over and over again. And that was kind of like kind of similar to what I'm doing here, where it's like a meditative drawing. But I guess in this case it's writing. Although technically, in interestingly in Japanese, the word for write and draw are they're basically the same word, but they usually use different kanji characters, so that would kind of make them homophones. It's both kaku in Japanese can mean to write and to draw. And it kind of makes sense for like a lot of Asian languages all have very like detailed letters, so it's like kind of have to have a bit. It's kind of like you're drawing each letter. I haven't written Japanese in so long. I could read it just fine because I read it on when I'm browsing the internet and stuff. In my manga collection, it's all in Japanese. But like the only time I ever write Japanese is when I'm typing, like to search something. So I never like handwrite as my characters. This is how I feel every day. The awe character looks kind of like someone's like pointing over their shoulder. It's like here's the head. Then it's like here's the right arm. And here's like the left arm. It's like ooh. It's over there. Oh wait, am I bumping the table? Sometimes when I'm sitting, I just like rock my chair back and forth. Though I think the mic picks it up whenever I like. So it's on my mic is on the table right now. So I think, yeah, if I like just touch the table, even if I like touch it very softly, it's like I can still hear or I can see the pickup in OBS. I don't know if you can really hear it. Speaking of which, it's supposed to be raining. Like it was raining this morning, so I thought. So I have my Blue Yeti mic, so it's like thinking the rain will get picked up because I'm drawing like right next to a window. But then the rain stopped like as soon as I made that title. I was like, ah. Now you can just hear all the traffic, the car sounds. So relaxing. I don't have any filters because that's all on my desktop PC. Like the setup for that, I have to start over for my laptop. Well, I figured since there's no fan, I probably don't really need like a noise canceling or anything. I remember I went to Japan like 10 years ago, Yeah, I remember I went to Japan like exactly 10 years ago. It was like in November 2013. Or I guess not exactly anymore. But I like went to Japan for a study abroad trip, and I arrived like in July. Then I like moved into my dorm like I arrived at the end of July, or no, yeah, I arrived at the end of July, and then I think I moved in like mid August, and then the semester started in September. So like August to like mid November, I was like still unpacking in my apartment. All I had was like two two briefcases and a dresser, and I just needed to move my clothes from the briefcase into the dresser. And it took me like 5 months. But now I'm moving into my own apartment. It's like I have like so much more stuff now. What was this thing? Oh yeah, when I went to Japan, I took like classes courses because I was studying abroad. They had like Japanese lessons for all the foreign exchange students. I was like in the third year group, so all the classes there were Japanese classes, but they're all done in Japanese by Japanese professors and teachers. So you have to like already know Japanese in order to take the lessons. They're usually like they know English, so it's like some of the students were like struggling more than others. So it's like they can help you if you don't like understand it fully. But it was like mostly all in Japanese, so it's kind of interesting because it's kind of like you immerse yourself in Japanese. You I think there's part of your brain that like sort of realizes like how important it is when it feels like everyone around you is speaking it. That you don't really get when you're like or just studying on like your flashcards or just from watching videos and stuff. But the professor there were teaching us some of the important points about like good handwriting. I think I remember for it's like the line has to be fairly long. Like it can't be like an O is like this. An O usually has to be like really short and angled. And then A needs to be more like straight and longer, and then to have like a big T shape, and then you do like a loop like that, and that makes them like more distinct. Another thing that I remember they taught us is like Ru and Ro. So like, oops. So this is Ru. Oh, you need to remember the teacher was very like specific about how you did it. You have to like it was important that you get like this big like diagonal right here, and it goes down to like a point in the corner, and Ro does the same thing. Not quite like that, but you have to like it's very tricky. Something like that. But it's not like a three. Like you do like that, or like this is like in the middle. The middle part needs to be like really long, longer than the top at least. And then it kind of has to go up, so you can't just like point it straight. It doesn't. It has to be like pointed down, and then the curve goes up, then back down. Like that or something. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't written anything in Japanese in a long time. At least not handwritten. I type a lot when I'm like searching stuff or making like a Japanese or a comment on like a Japanese video. Typing Japanese is nice because they have the Japanese IME on Windows, so you can just type with a QWERTY keyboard. I remember before I went to Japan, I thought like the kana input would be like more common because I remember seeing like pictures of like a Japanese keyboard and always has like English letters and hiragana like beside it, and you can switch modes from like QWERTY to kana input, which has like every hiragana character like mapped out on the keys in the keyboard. So that means like since there's like 46 kana characters, there's like it goes up in like the number rows and like all the symbols, so there's like not much room for any other characters. But then when I went to Japan, apparently it's all the professors there are saying it's more common to type in QWERTY with like using the Japanese IME for Windows. I thought it was interesting. Weirdly though, even though QWERTY is more common on the computer, but on the phone it's a lot more common to use the on the smartphone it's like more common to use the 10 key input, just like the standard like phone input. 1, 2, 3. And then like each like row of hiragana is like mapped to one key, so this would be like E. Can't really fit it, but it's like U-O. And it's like I-U-O, then Kaki Kukeko. Then Sashi Suseso and so on. But then you in the old days you would like go like like the classic flip phone typing where you like hit each key like a certain number of times and like it turns into a letter. These days though you can actually just swipe the character, which I find it's a lot easier, much easier to type on a smartphone. Because if you try to like, whenever I try to like type like with a QWERTY keyboard on like a touchpad, like I can never get like the keys right. It's like like every other word I always have a typo and I have to like backspace. It's like so annoying. But like everyone loves it. They used to have like an option on Android to switch to the this style input, like with even with swiping like with English letters, but they like took it out like completely. Now it's only available for Japanese input. Don't really understand why we don't have better keyboard software on the smartphone. Everyone's like, yeah, QWERTY works for me, for my tiny little fingers. Oops. This isn't really drawing anymore, is it? I feel like I just have to finish it. I think that's one of the helpful things about this when I'm, especially on the iPad, because I don't have to worry about paper, or using paper. When I like see the empty space, I, like, part of me like wants to like finish it. And that kind of helps keep me motivated. So even if I get like distracted, like I've been, I can hop back to it pretty easily. It's a lot easier for me to get started on stuff when it's like everything's already there and everything's set up. I just need to like go. But like most of the time, it's like my PC's turned off and I have to adjust the Cintiq into drawing position, and then I have to turn on all the software, wait for it to load, and like get the stream ready, get OBS up, and check the mic. There's like so much things I have to do. It's like just feel like overwhelmed. I was hoping to figure out a way to be able to stream just from the iPad itself. Which apparently there's a way to do that. I don't know if this will show up. Yeah, there's a little circle button on the bottom right of the widgets. Wait. Oh. Excuse me. That's it. It's playing something. You hold it down, you can like use like an app, like for, it seems to work on Twitch. I haven't tried it yet, but I tried to do it on YouTube, and YouTube doesn't have it, or isn't available. So then I try, apparently Streamlabs can stream to YouTube, but then when I try to just screen share, it doesn't stream. Like it does the camera on the iPad, like it streams that just fine when I tested it yesterday, but not just the screen for some reason. Don't know why. I tried Googling the issue. I even asked like the AI, like Bing on the Edge, the browser, the Microsoft's AI thingy. Sometimes the AI can like digest what you asked it and then find the answers sometimes. Usually just like reverberates like some other page's answer. But even that was just like confused and like it's like it should work, but it doesn't. So like the other option was like to do like the Air server software. So I think I tried once, and it's like so limited, and you have to like pay for it. Seems really dumb. It's like I just want to stream to my own channel. So that's why I got the little HDMI converter thingy, and it works just great. The only downside is now if I wanted to stream anywhere, I can't just like take my iPad and just hit go stream. If I go to like a cafe or wherever it has Wi-Fi, I can't just have my iPad there. I have to like bring my whole laptop and capture card and bunch of cables and stuff like that, and I have to like set up the room for it. But it's possible. And since there's no fans, I don't have to like worry about making like a bunch of noise. Although it would be kind of weird talking to myself out in public. This is more for like if I go to like a hotel, if I'm traveling. So this is what I'm testing here. The main thing I'm worried about is frame rate drops. But it seems to be holding up. Because this laptop doesn't really have a graphics card. At least not that I'm aware of. And it's running on ARM 64, which the thing about the Windows 11 now is it has full x86 64 emulation. What that means is that any software that was compiled to run on x86, like most PCs, which is the CPU architecture, any program that was compiled for it can run on Windows 11, no matter what architecture it's actually using. Which is great because the main issue with Windows on ARM was that a lot of the software didn't work for it before. Because it's a completely different architecture. But the problem is that because it's being emulated, it's not quite as fast as it would run on like a native machine. So that's one thing I was worried about, but OBS seems to be holding up pretty well. I think part of it might be because what I'm streaming is not really graphically intense. It might be more intense if I was like doing like a VTuber or even maybe like a face cam, or like moving around a lot more. This is just like one pixel changes like every frame. Try drawing circles. I'm not very good at drawing circles. It's always the hardest part is like connecting the 2 points. I remember there was this like a free program someone made a while back. I don't remember the name of it. It was like it's like a drawing practice application for Windows, and this is just like an example. It would like generate like these random ovals and circles, and you have to like freehand draw it in like a really short amount of time, and it would like grade you like or give you a score based on how close you were to it. It's kind of interesting. I used it for a little bit and then I forgot about it. Then I don't know what happened to it. Oh, I probably should have added music to stream. Oh well. I was hoping it would rain and then have like that as ambient noise. Must fill. It will all be circles. Okay. Bah. Guess that concludes the stream. Yay. My first stream on my super old channel from 2007. Was thinking about doing like, to be honest, I don't really like watching other people play video games that much. Like I remember was it like Game Grumps and the ones with the Vikings and played Minecraft. Like I did not like that kind of content, like Let's Plays and stuff. I was like, as soon as I find them on my recommendation, I was like, dislike, do not recommend channel. uh, um, these days, it's like if the person I'm like watching, it's like I've seen like if they do like art or like music, and I like their work, then I might like watch them play a game or so or whatever, as long as it's not like a visual novel or like those Japanese RPG games where they just read the dialogue the whole time. But I can get the appeal of like watching someone, not really watching, more like listening to them, and like they'll talk about really anything other than the game. If they get like too into the game, then it's like I don't really care anymore. But if they're like talking about other stuff, and it's like, oh, it's kind of interesting because it's like you can hear like their thoughts about their recent content and like what their plans are and stuff like that. Like that's more the kind of content that I like to watch. It's basically like a vlog. It's like those I've seen these channels. It's like usually it's like internet news drama channels, but they, instead of like having like a camera where they're like talking into it like a normal vlog, they just like have like random video game footage. It's usually like either like the main ones are like the surf source game, like source engine gaming, like surf maps like on TF2 and like CSGO and whatever. Then the other one I've seen is like Minecraft parkour for some reason. Then like whatever other game, like some shooter or like a gotcha game or whatever. But it has like nothing to do with what they're actually talking about. It usually like takes me like a minute. I'm like, what what I'm looking at have anything to do with what's they're saying? It's like, oh, it's one of those channels. But what I was saying, so yeah, I was thinking about doing like a game stream. Maybe just like one for the games that I really like. Every once in a while. I was thinking of doing that after I set up my PC and whatnot. I don't know. I might do it sooner though. More what I'm planning on streaming is just like me working on stuff like drawing and coding, stuff that I've been doing on my other channel. And I originally made that channel because, like I said, it's like I wasn't sure if this channel would be a good place for that, or should I make another channel. But I think I don't really expect my Lemon Air 32 account from 2007 to ever pop off. So it's like I don't really care so much exactly what content is on this channel. It's as long as it like I just want to put something out there and like, and I don't really care what the views are. So that's why I thought about streaming here, because then I can like each stream can act like I said, like a work in progress of what I'm working on and stuff like that, and just whatever I'm doing currently. It's kind of like a vlog now. Vlogs were another thing that I didn't really like as much. No, I didn't. As far as like content that I don't like, if I make like a tier, the absolute bottom would be reaction videos. I hate reaction videos so much. Then like maybe above that would be like Let's Plays and like random like game streams. Like really focus on the video games. I don't really care or play video games that much anymore, like I said. So I don't really care. I remember like early when I watched like game footage on YouTube for the first time. I was like, it's like it's like back in like 2007, 2008 again. So I was like watching like anime and stuff, and then I was watching like learning about like what games are coming out this year, and I remember like Spore. I would like specifically look up like Spore walkthrough or like Spore no commentary because I didn't want anyone talking in the background while I was trying to like judge this game. This is me as a 14-year-old. um, but nowadays I don't really care. I don't even pay attention to what games are coming out this year. The only game I really want to get is Armored Core 6, and the only reason I haven't gotten it is because I'm moving and doing other stuff. So I was hoping when I have time I could actually play Armored Core so I haven't played it so long. Or it's like around 2010. Like I said, I was getting more into anime. I was mainly focused on becoming an artist, and I thought that was around the time. It was like whenever I played games, it felt like it's like it was like I couldn't really like fully enjoy it because it always felt like there's something better I should be doing. And I haven't really like actually like played a game. It felt like yeah, that I deserve that. Always felt like I'm just like taking time away from myself. It's like the hourglass. I can feel the hourglass like pouring on me. Ugh. So I was thinking maybe if I streamed and like talk about stuff, then it's like, well, at least I'm doing something. I'm not just like sitting in the dark playing Minecraft for 16 hours. I remember like sometimes like I was like in college, like on a weekend, and I would just like wake up. It's like 10 a.m. Start playing Minecraft single player, and the next thing I know is like 1 a.m. It's like where'd my Saturday go? Why am I hungry? That was kind of when my enjoyment of video games really went downhill. So on that happy note, I think I should end the stream before I start trauma dumping more. Anyone who's here, thank you for watching. Bye bye.